There are literally hundreds of thousands of hiking trails in America. Every state has a seemingly endless variety of amazing routes to do, so you can imagine how difficult it is to narrow down a list of the 5 best hikes in the US. The USA is a hiker's dream country for many reasons. America is absurdly diverse and contains virtually every type of landscape within its borders: deserts and mountains, rainforests, and thousands of miles of coastline. Today, we'll have a closer look at the top 5 most beautiful hiking trails in the US. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's head into it. Number 5. Kalalau Trail, Na Pali Coast, Hawaii. The Na Pali Coast on the Hawaiian island of Kauai is one of the most breathtaking places found on planet Earth. Staying on Kauai is literally like staying in paradise. The landscapes look like they're something straight out of Jurassic Park and Avatar. Oh wait, they were filmed here. The Kalalau Trail is blessed with stunning beach scenes, waterfall swimming opportunities, rivers, all of which are framed by the mountains in the backdrop. There are multiple ways to get to the trailhead. Shuttle buses bring you directly to the trailhead. You can also drive there. However, parking space is very limited on the North Shore, meaning you'll have to reserve a spot well in advance. The trailhead starts at Ki'i Beach and ends at Kalalau Beach. There are multiple camping options on the trail, but you'll need a permit for those. This trail is rugged, remote, and requires some advanced planning. The camping permits need to be applied for months in advance. Rainstorms can come suddenly with the intensity of a flash. Hikers have been swept away when mellow creeks turned into raging torrents. Number 4. Mount Katahdin, Maine. Mount Katahdin is the legendary peak where the Appalachian Trail through hikers either begin or end their epic journey. The hike up Katahdin may not be very far in terms of distance, but as you can see from the time on trail, 8 to 12 hours, it is a tough nut to crack. The juice is well worth the squeeze, however. An ascent of Katahdin offers up sweeping views in all directions from the state of Maine's tallest mountain. Mount Katahdin's nature is incredibly protected by Baxter State Park, which is why we'd recommend reserving a parking lot at the trailhead online. The parking space is limited in order to keep the number of visitors at a low rate. Simply driving to the park and leaving your vehicle anywhere won't be allowed. The trail is mercilessly steep and slow going in places along the so-called Knife's Edge Trail. With the right fitness level, the hike is an absolute pleasure, rewarded by the epic scenery found at the top. It's also a popular stopover for people on a New England road trip that fancy a bit of action and have had enough of sitting in a car. Number 3. Trans Catalina Trail, California. Catalina Island is some 22 miles south of the mainland and couldn't be more different than mainland Southern California. Well, at least the rugged interior of the island is a world away from the traffic, people-ridden SoCal. The trail begins near Avalon on the east tip and crosses the whole island to the Starlight Beach on the western end. If you're staying in Avalon, make sure to get your hiking and camping permit at the Catalina Conservancy office. From here, it's just a couple of miles to the trailhead, so technically, you could walk that distance. The hiking can be intense as it is pretty exposed throughout the whole route. I do not recommend tackling this hike in the summer. Number 2. Tonto Trail, Arizona. For those who really want to experience the Grand Canyon from within the canyon itself, the Tonto Trail is an awesome multi-day trek to make that dream a reality. The Tonto Trail is officially classified as a South Rim hike and runs from Garnet to Red Canyon. It's considered one of the best hikes in Arizona and is known for its stunning views. The Tonto Trail starts 3,000 feet below the rim, so you can only access the trailhead by foot and leave your vehicle at the Grand View or Bright Angle Trailhead. Water can be an issue on the Tonto, especially in summer. Suitable water sources include Hermit Creek, Monument Creek, and Garden Creek, but remember you must filter or treat the water as it can be laden with heavy metals and unpleasant bacteria. Number 1. Lost Coast Trail, California. The Lost Coast Trail in Northern California is often forgotten about. Why? Well, because it's kind of lost. Logging companies tried and failed to build a road through here. Instead, Highway 1 cuts inland from the coast into the windy coastal hills and redwood forests. Few people have even heard of the Lost Coast. This nearly 25-mile hike can be walked in either direction, north to south or vice versa, starting from Matoli Beach or Black Sands Beach near Shelter Cove. Each trailhead have parking lots where you can park your vehicle. If you don't have anyone picking you up at the other end of the trail, there are also shuttle buses taking you from one end to the other. For those keen on an even longer hike, The southern section of the Lost Coast Trail runs to Usal Beach, some 30+ miles south of Black Sands Beach. Most people tend to stick to the northern section though. The Lost Coast Trail winds its way along barren, misty stretches of beach and forest. The tide schedule must be factored into the hike, and it is recommended that hikers carry bear-proof canisters. If you enjoyed getting to know the most beautiful hiking destinations in the USA, share this video with your friends and hit the like and subscribe button.